We're back in the room. Am I? I'm back in the room. Hello. Welcome to the UKW Arena here in Batley. And yes, I am back from my, how do I put this, forced holiday from last week. Yes, the voice is back and CJ Calhoun is back. Good evening, sir.
Howdy, y'all.
How are you? You alright?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm really well, thank you. I'm glad to be back.
Good to have you back.
Thank you.
You were forced away by the Empire last week.
Oh, don't even. You know, I've got plenty to say about them, but none of it is PG.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to say that right now, but
No.
I look forward to hearing about it later.
Yeah. Chris Castle and Johan Hunt said that they were giving me a holiday. I didn't quite see it that way.
Yeah.
In other words, I just think they didn't want me here because they just didn't want me here.
Yeah, I don't know why, but
Because they're a pair of... See, I can't say what I
think
want.
it's just kind of throwing their weight around.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing is, they had the show for one night.
One night only.
But, and there's a big, massive but here, next week they could have control of everything, right?
Yeah.
I don't even want to think about
I
this.
know that they use that power to get Chris Castle to be the special guest referee in that match.
So not only is it Johan Hunt against Jonathan Cedric at Rebound in 8 nights, just saying, now Chris Castle is the referee.
Yeah.
I mean, how is that fair?
I think that's the point. I don't think it's supposed to be fair.
Oh, well, it really isn't.
They're stacking the deck in their favour for sure.
There is absolutely nothing fair whatsoever about that situation.
Nope.
For Jonathan Cedric, who now has to fight off a crooked referee and Wolf Boy.
Yeah, that's a massive mountain for him to climb.
Yeah. Wow. I have all the faith in the world in Jonathan Cedric. Don't get me wrong, and he is one of the most resilient people I've ever met in my whole life.
Absolutely.
But
that is one hell of a mountain to climb.
yeah. I mean, I'm curious to see what our, at the moment, General Manager Red Brocco thinks. Do we know why he's not joining us here?
I don't know myself. He just called me earlier today and just went, "Can you do comms tonight?" And I've said, "For sure."
And also, there's another chair there.
There is.
I'm a little bit perturbed.
That is my special guest for later on.
You've got a special guest.
I've got a special guest for you later on.
Am I going to like it?
I think you will like it, yeah.
Because
I think the people at home will also like it.
I'm the one who trolls Brocco every week and says, "I've got a surprise for you on the commentary desk," and it goes down like a lead balloon. To be fair, it's gone a mixed way. A couple of times it's been Sebastian Mercer, which has not gone down very well whatsoever.
I can understand with that.
And then, well, it won't be him tonight because he's wrestling, so
he is wrestling.
We'll get to that later. And the other time it was Leonie Rose. And it won't be Leonie Rose because she's wrestling as well tonight.
Yeah. Like I say, it'll be a good little surprise.
Okay, well, I hope it's a nice welcome back present. Let's put it that way.
It's a very nice welcome back present.
Because
obviously, my hand, I can't necessarily remember.
I'm going to say, you can't go and get in there at the moment. How is the hand? Is it?
It's getting better. We've got more movement in it.
A nice blue pot on it there.
Yeah. Broken hand in 2 places.
Ow.
Yeah. That's what you get.
How did you break your hand? Was it in a bar?
No.
You weren't drinking at the time?
I wasn't drinking at the time, no.
Okay.
It was at a rodeo.
You're at the rodeo?
I was at a rodeo.
Riding too fast?
Well, sometimes you fight the bull, sometimes you get the horns.
Yeah, well, hopefully you'll be back in there soon, but
Fingers
I'm grateful.
Crossed.
Grateful
fingers,
for your company
ones.
anyway. Yeah, I'm grateful for your company anyway.
Nice to finally be up here with you.
Indeed. And tonight we are here for episode 131 of Friday Night Showdown. We are just 9 weeks away. Can you believe this? 9 weeks away from WrestleBration.
Oh. I cannot wait.
64 nights from today.
I cannot wait for WrestleBration.
You know, I can't believe how quickly it's going, because the last time I remember saying this, it was over 100 days. Yeah. And now it's like 64 days.
64 days.
And you know what people need to do, CJ?
They need to get the tickets.
You read my mind.
We need to get the tickets
before.
For WrestleBration 15.
Because what happens if they don't?
Well, they don't get to see me take on Tyler Tarantino for the Genesis Ignite Championship.
Indeed. And they don't get in the door.
They don't get in the door.
Because we're only allowed so many people in this building, and if we sell the thing out like we did last year, do you know what happened? We had to turn people away.
Wow.
I know, and we don't want to do that this year. We
really don't want to do that.
No, not at all. So get your tickets now on the UK Wrestling app or at ukwrestling.tv, or if you come down to here and see one of our shows in Batley, like Rebound, next week, you can get your tickets for that as well.
Yeah.
Get your tickets for WrestleBration. 64 nights from tonight. It's July the 27th. Are you adjusting that camera, Mr. Production Guy? Is it? Oh, he's adjusting us.
He's just trying to get me in.
He's just trying to get your good side. Yeah, there you go. I don't have a good side, so it doesn't really matter which side I look at. But, you know, there we go. Conspicuous production guy there. Sorted the camera out. There we
go. That's
fabulous. Yeah, so Wrestle Versions there, but tonight Showdown, and like I said, Sebastian Mercer back in action tonight.
Yeah.
Next week he takes on Ellis Barker.
That's going to be one hell of a match right there.
It really is. The last time I was here a couple of weeks ago, Ellis Barker beat Sebastian Mercer and then said, I want you and I want a shot at that dream ticket.
Yeah.
Mercer apparently, well, not really surprised, not very happy about this.
No, I mean, he earned that dream ticket as much as, I don't want to admit it, he earned it fair and square in that ring.
He did, yeah.
But Ellis believes he deserves it more.
Indeed. I mean, Mercer has a gripe, and Mercer told me this personally. He said, I threw, Mercer that is, threw Ellis Barker out of the Great British Bash, which he did.
He did.
Right? Then he went on to win the Great British Bash and get the dream ticket. He did. And now he can't understand, in his words, the disrespect to Barker, thinking he deserves a shot at the dream ticket.
Yeah.
Does he have a point?
I mean, that's a fair point there from Sebastian Mercer.
This is it. I don't like his attitude. He's very brash. He's very aggressive. But he's got a point.
He's got a point. And not only that, he backs it up in that ring. He is brash. He is brazen. But in between those ropes, he backs it up.
This is it. He's one of the best in the company, in the country, up and coming. And he has got that dream ticket, which, remember, folks, he can cash in at any point he wants.
For any championship.
Yeah, for anything, at any point. And he obviously hasn't cashed it in yet. Who knows when he's going to cash it in?
Yeah.
Could it be next week at Rebound?
He could.
Because we have got a fatal four-way for the UK Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship next week. The champion, the leader of the firing squad, Damien Black, against Cayman Carlisle, Hamza Masoa, and the guy who was sat here last week with you, the most, I'm not going to call him the most excitable man in pro wrestling, Joe Sedgwick.
Oh, what a match that's going to be.
Can Joe walk out there with 2 belts? You ask Joe, he's going to say yes.
You ask me, Joe could definitely walk out of that match with 2 belts. The problem Joe has right now is...
I think I know what you're going to say here.
All this stuff that's happening with Hamza Masoa.
He's focusing on Hamza too much, isn't he?
What Joe doesn't realize is another 2 people in that match that won that championship just as much as he does, just as much as Hamza does. And he's got to contend with that.
It's a great point. And obviously the champion, Damien Black, doesn't have to be pinned. He doesn't even have to be in the ring to lose his title.
No.
This is
and
the
not only
dangerous
that,
thing.
Another thing, the Fatal 4-Way, that's a non-disqualification match.
Oh yeah, there's no rules.
The firing squad are going to be here in the building.
Yep.
That's another thing that everybody in this match is going to have to contend with.
We know the firing squad don't like working alone. They work in numbers. They are here tonight, though. JPR and Uther in action on Showdown against NRG. NRG, yes. Hamza Masoa and Momentum in the building.
Yeah.
They take on the firing squad tonight. Leonie Rose takes on Sketch.
Yeah.
Doing it for England. Sorry, I've missed doing that. Sorry.
I don't think I can chant that just yet.
No, not quite.
I've not been in the country long enough.
No, I'm gonna say your accent doesn't really let you go for England like me.
I mean, I think it was only Monday I found out that it's Yorkshire, not Yorkshire.
Oh, it's Yorkshire.
Yorkshire, and
it's not. I'm not from Yorkshire. No, I'm from Yorkshire.
Yeah, I mean, I've been learning all kinds of things this week. Yeah.
You're learning from Just James.
I'm from Brocco.
Oh well, that's all right.
Brocco was teaching me on Wednesday.
Oh, thank God.
He was teaching me your sen.
Your sen.
Your sen.
Your sen. Yeah.
I didn't know what that was.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brocco has a way with words, shall we say?
I mean, sometimes I wish he came with subtitles, but.
He might think the same about you as an American.
I mean, Just James has that problem with my accent. He struggles understanding what I say.
That's James.
That's just James.
That's just James. I love you, James. Sorry. Me and James will be here next week for the pay-per-view, which is Rebound, comes your way on Saturday. Yes, so it's Leonie Rose and Sketch tonight. Leonie Rose next week at Rebound. That's where I was going. Has to defend her UK Wrestling Women's Championship against Sadie Gibbs.
Wow.
And that's going to be amazing.
The talent of Sadie Gibbs coming to this building and matching up against Leonie Rose, that's going to be the biggest challenge that she's going to face for a long time.
Absolutely. Sadie Gibbs has world travelled. She's been all over. She's been in Japan, the America companies. She's been all over the place. She is a bruiser, but she's also an athletic son of a you-know-what. She can get it done.
Yeah.
And Leonie Rose's championship run that she fought so hard to get could be in jeopardy next week.
It certainly could.
And I think Leonie might know that.
I think she does. And I think tonight against Sketch, it's going to be a good test for her.
Oh, absolutely.
Leading into that match.
Indeed. And Sketch, obviously one half of the UK Wrestling Tag Team Champions at the minute with the undeniable ace, Evan Knight.
Yeah, sometimes I wish I could deny him, but I can't.
You can't.
He's too good.
This is the thing.
I was saying this on Wednesday. Evan Knight is so good in between that ring, but he mouths off so much.
This is what Brocco's been saying to me for the past year.
But he backs it up so well.
It's like it's Mercer syndrome. He mouths off, but he backs it up, and it's the really frustrating thing.
Yeah.
Evan Knight has been champion for like 330 something days of Wednesday Night Mayhem's around the clock championship now. You know, if he makes he makes it to WrestleBration, he will have been champion for 399 days.
Wow.
Actually, on the day of WrestleBration is day 399.
That is some title reign.
It really is, and again, you can't deny it.
No. I mean, as much as you want to, you can't.
No.
Because he's just that good.
He really is.
I've been in the ring with him. He kicks like a freight train, too.
There you go. I wouldn't want to get caught by his foot.
No.
I know that.
Educated feet for sure.
Or his mouth, because he's taught.
Mouth.
Yeah. That's Evan Knight. Also, last week, I was watching at home because obviously the Empire made me stay away from the building. I saw the return of Mustafa Khan.
You did.
Amazing.
What a return as well.
What a return that was. And he staked his claim.
Joe had some fun at that return.
Yeah, and he staked his claim at old JPR, did he not?
He did. He came for the one title he hasn't won.
He wants the hardcore title.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think
of a bigger challenger to face JPR. And that title reign.
And if I'm JPR, I can't think of anybody I would rather not face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody I would rather not be in the ring with.
Than Mustafa Khan.
Mustafa Khan, yeah.
But not only that, he's allowed to use weapons.
I mean, his hands and his feet are not big enough weapons as it is.
No, I mean, my eyes. I mean, you can't tell. I got my glasses on. My eyes are widening, thinking about Mustafa Khan swinging a chair at JPR.
You ever been chopped by Mustafa Khan?
No,
and I advise you not to be.
I mean, I know I can throw a hellacious chop, but
that guy,
I am staying away from Mustafa Khan. I can tell you that much.
And I fear for JPR at this point.
Yeah. Can you imagine that match?
Yeah, I can. That's the scary thing.
And a chair in the other hand, and he chooses to use the hand.
I can imagine it, yeah. And if you're JPR, you'd be fearful of this.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see. I mean, JPR's here tonight, right?
He is. JPR and Uther in action.
I can't wait to see JPR's thoughts on the matter.
Is he going to accept it? Is he really going to accept this?
I mean, why would you?
Exactly. Why
would you want to be in that match?
Why would you? Also, tonight we said Sebastian Mercer's here. He is in action against Young Horus tonight.
My favourite Egyptian.
Your favourite Egyptian?
Yeah.
Well,
that boy flies around that ring.
He's got some issues, though, still with Tommy Dillon. This has been going on for months now.
Again. I mean, 8 days, did you say, to rebound?
It is rebound next week.
It's Tommy Dillon versus Young Horus in a street fight?
Yep. That thing is going to get... I mean, it's got quite personal already. That thing's going to get brutal next weekend.
Yeah.
8 nights from tonight, they can do anything they want. It can end anywhere it wants. That thing could end out on the street.
I wouldn't put it past the pair of them.
No, absolutely not.
Again, been in the ring with Tommy Dillon. That guy, he's got some anger issues for sure.
He's a veteran, Dillon. He's been around here a long time, like me. He's been here for years and years and years.
Yeah.
But he's now at the most... He's at his best at the minute. The last year or so of him being the conqueror, the hardcore guy he was, just the intensity that he's shown.
Yeah.
But he's been playing the ultimate mind games with Horus. But last week, Horus sort of saw him coming.
Yeah.
And sort of got a little bit of revenge on him.
Almost, yeah.
Almost.
And then it backfired. Ended up getting speared again.
Indeed. Well, tonight it's Young Horus against Mercer, but Tommy Dillon also in action tonight against the Yorkshireman.
Hey, we all love the Yorkshireman.
There you go. But again, you can't really... I bet you struggle to understand him, don't you? Because
I don't have a clue what that boy's talking about. He keeps asking me what time it is. I keep telling him the time, and then he just looks at me like
he just looks at you and goes, "It's Yorkshire time." That's what I've got to do tonight.
I think, what is Yorkshire time? Please tell me.
Well, in his words, it's his time.
I thought it was something to do with daylight savings.
No. That's just That's a quagmire you do not want to go down.
Yeah, I am pulling at that thread, Brett. I am pulling at it.
The Yorkshireman and Dillon are no stranger to each other. Obviously, they fought many times before. Tonight, that rivalry gets renewed. There you go.
That's going to be a good match.
Right here on Showdown. And, I mean, I've not heard that they're here, but are Chris Castle and Johan Hunt even here?
I mean,
I've not heard about
this. There's a sickly feeling in the air.
Yeah,
I feel like they're here.
A little bit.
I haven't seen them myself.
No, me neither. And I walked in the building thinking, they'll be the first people I see to welcome me back with open arms, but that didn't happen.
No.
But I'm a little bit scared.
You ain't going to interfere. Like I said, my special guest will be here tonight.
I still can't wait to see who the special guest is.
And we got between us, we got 3 good hands. I'm pretty sure we can
I'm sure we can take care of it. Yeah, I mean, all I've got to say to Castle and Hunt is you did not do me a favour. I didn't enjoy my holiday, and I'm glad to be back.
Is it a holiday if it's involuntary?
No, I'm just going to say it was forced upon me. I literally got an email from UKW management saying, "Dear Brett, we no longer require your services this week on Showdown. See you next week." And then they put at the bottom of it, "Love the Empire."
Of course they did.
Legit.
Of course they did.
Because they were in charge last week.
Yeah.
I do not want, and I will categorically say this to that camera right over there, categorically do not want them to run this company.
I don't think anybody really wants them to run this company.
Apart from them.
Apart from maybe them. But, I mean, they're stacking that deck. They're stacking that deck. And
wielding their power and stacking the deck very high against Jonathan Cedric.
Very, very high.
Something's got to give here.
Yeah.
And I'm fearful.
I am very fearful.
Can you imagine a UKW that was run by the Empire?
No, I don't want to.
No, I don't want
That's
to
not
either.
something I really want to think about.
Dear viewer, nobody wants to imagine that.
No.
But it
Surely
could happen.
people at home don't want that to happen either.
No, lose all our viewers.
Imagine having to look at Chris Castle's face every week.
Ooh. Only if it's on the dartboard.
I mean, you shouldn't have been thinking about it.
I am, yeah, literally.
Oh my God.
I do not want to think about that.
No.
So they may well be here.
Every faith in Jonathan Cedric.
I do, yeah. He is the consummate professional. He is the owner of the company. He's been here since day one. Without him, we wouldn't be sat here.
Exactly.
And he knows, hopefully, what he has to do to preserve his company.
Yeah.
And preserve all our sanity at the same time.
Yeah. And that's a big one. The sanity is going to go.
Yeah.
Chris Castle's face and Johan Hunt's voice.
Well, Johan Hunt.
I get so thankful to the UKW audience that boo Johan Hunt out of the building every time he walks in.
I saw last week when he came out here, they wouldn't let him talk.
No. That's
it took half of the show up trying to get him to shut up and let Johan say a word.
Yeah, and I can't thank them enough for it. I can't.
I was laughing at that, I must admit.
I was laughing here.
I was enjoying it, yeah. You and the most excitable man in pro wrestling.
Me and
I'm going to keep calling him that. I know, yeah. Sorry, Joe.
The most energetic man in UKW.
There you go, yeah, most energetic man, yeah. I might call that. Because Chris Castle likes to call himself the hardest working man in UKW.
Yeah, I've also heard the pride of Halifax, and I'm not entirely sure what a Halifax is. So
Halifax is a town in West Yorkshire, not a million miles away from where we're sat in Batley.
Okay.
And that's where Chris Castle comes from.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought it was a bank.
It is that as well. It's a building. Okay. It's not actually a bank. It's a building society.
Oh, okay.
But
I ain't gonna pull it out through it either, Brett.
I don't think anybody who lives or comes from or is affiliated with Halifax would be proud of Chris Castle.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, I
can see that.
Be proud of him.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be proud of him.
No, but he's the hardest working man in UK wrestling. What did you call Joe?
He's the most energetic man in UKW.
The most energetic man in UK wrestling.
Yeah.
It's Joe Cedric now, so there we go.
Yeah.
The hardest working and energetic.
Someone needs to get that on a t-shirt.
There you go. And give you half the royalties, right?
Absolutely.
Thought you'd say that somehow.
Yeah.
We're getting set for episode 131 of Friday Night Showdown. Don't forget Rebound next Saturday, 8 nights away. You can join us here in Batley. Get your tickets now at ukwrestling.tv or on the UK Wrestling app. If you can't get down here, if you're from overseas, if you're from anywhere in the world, you can still watch it live in your living room, your kitchen, your bathroom, anywhere you want to watch it. It's all your garden, anywhere. As part of our YouTube subscriptions.
YouTube subscriptions?
Yeah, man. YouTube subscriptions. Tier 2, £4.99p a month gets you access to all our pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Yep.
Starting with Rebound in 8 days.
8 nights. From tonight, yeah. We'll be here. And you can see that fatal four-way for the UK Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship and everything else that's going to happen. And Jonathan Cedric kicked Johan Hunt's backside as well.
Yeah.
You know what? That's just about it.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we're just about done.
Lovely.
You can go and have a drink, stretch your legs if you like, and go and find me that guest because I'm very curious who's going to join us.
It's going to be good.
Okay, I will trust you on that, CJ, and we will see you back here in just under 10 minutes for Friday Night Showdown. We'll see you at 7 o'clock. Don't go away.
See y'all in 10.